another question is, this is in from Fred. He has a 457 deferred retirement plan that has a current value of $25,000, none of which he is able to get out of the market. His question is, if there is a market collapse and a subsequent U.S. depression, what is the likelihood that the money will be affected if it is invested outside the U.S.?
100%. Anybody that thinks there's going to be a decoupling is a fool. The U.S. goes down, Europe goes down, the whole world goes down. I mean, look at China, spending $1.2 trillion, increasing their money supply by 25%. I have all the numbers in the next issue, incidentally. And you know, what are they going to do? They're going to buy time. Exports are going to continue to fall. I mean, who can buy if they're not working? Come on, give me a break. They have 30 million unemployed, and it's getting worse. Maybe they'll knock it back to 25 million, who knows. And then after that, what do they do for non-core? They're making loans that are ridiculous. And it's just going to put their banks in a bad position, you know, financially. And it's just not going to happen. The game's over. They pulled the plug in 2002, and there's no turning back.
Have you ever heard of Andrew Gause, G-A-U-S-E? He's in the business of gold and silver and has said that the economy will be roaring in the fall.
Well, everybody's entitled to his opinion, and I don't think he's correct. And I don't know why he would say that.
And I think that's about all the questions that we...
Well, I get a bunch of them.
Yeah. Here's one.
Oh, this guy just wrote in, I took my $250 and spent $230 of it to buy silver. So there you go. What else?
This person wanted to know, there is a lot of full-page ads in various local papers throughout the country, and this particular ad referencing gold and silver for people to bring in their gold and silver to sell for cash. And she wanted to know if we've heard of these types of groups and maybe the bad economy they are playing on people's needs for money right now. And so, yeah, folks, hey, everybody is, there's a scam everywhere and someone always trying to cash in. And, you're not going to get much for your jewelry or anything like that. And I certainly wouldn't go there and get rid of my coins. So you just hang on to everything. And, if you got broken jewelry and you want to go a couple pennies for it for the grams, well, then, go do it and get rid of it and donate it or something. But you're not going to get enough from those types of items to make it worthwhile. Or if you do get enough on it, cash in your jewelry and the broken stuff and just buy gold coins or silver.
Well, they're going to give you 30 cents in the dollar. That's what the problem is.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got here? We've got George here, and credit card question for Melody. In order to get our financial house in order, do you think that our nation needs to abolish credit cards, since they contribute to the problem of inflationary depression that we are now in? After all, once the signature is put on that receipt, money is instantly created out of thin air. And he's got a point there. He's got a point. Credit is what makes the U.S. economy run. And not having credit cards would be a blow to the economy. I think they can have them, but, it wasn't 25 years ago that in order to get a credit card, it wasn't easy.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you had to have good credit standing and so on. And the problem lies with the banks, the lenders. They jacked the interest rates up. and you paid for, but with higher interest rates, for all the people who didn't pay their bills, because that's the way the banks wanted it. I mean, you know, you come home one day and there's 3 new cards in the mail, and how many did you get over the last 2 weeks? Oh, I get 27 new cards. Oh, with, you know, lines of credit of $10,000 each. You've all been through that. It's the bank's fault. The banks have to be given a legal criteria, and the criteria is there has to be guidelines where they will be making lots of bad debts, and they can keep the interest rates down. It's pretty easy. Nothing mystical about it. But the banks don't want that. They're greedy. They don't care. They're the ones who have been robbing us for years. Another one. And I don't know who this is from, but anyway. How may silver go in a deflationary depression? And the answer is not very good. I think silver will go down with other base metals. I should reterm that. Silver will go down like base metals will probably go down. You keep silver at home for emergency purposes in Silver Eagles or better junk silver in case you've got to use it for money in a deflationary depression. In an inflationary depression, which we're in right now, we would want to hold silver because it will gain with gold as true money. The writer says, I'm in bullion, it's probably silver bullion, yet I buy a piecemeal looking for good buys. And I grabbed at what I could in the market. This time around, the Illuminati is sinking us all. I sort of hope and think silver has some value. With running a household and car on the road on Social Security alone, it's a bit of a reach. That's why I buy silver. And I can understand a lot of people don't have money, but, you know, they stop working and they don't have enough money to retire, so they can't do anything. It's like being in a financial prison. Next one, Chris.
I got one, Bob.
Oh, I thought that was a doggy on the other end.
This person just sold. He sold. Let's see. I sold the house, got rid of debt, and now invested in gold and silver. But won't inflation inflate wages and house values, making existing ones easier to pay off?
No.
Okay.
It's very simple. How can wages go up with massive unemployment? How can wages go up with 30 million illegal aliens, about 14 or 15 million of which have to accept lower compensation because they're illegally in the country, and even take jobs away from American citizens? I mean, somebody's got to tell me how that can work. How can real estate go up even if there's inflation, if everybody's losing their house because they're losing their job? Think it through.